I was picking up some food. I was door dashing. I do DoorDash, if you didn't know. I was door dashing. Well, I was to do Uber Eats, but I was doing one of those, and I want to go pick up some food. And there was this lady that was there. I thought she was also doing DoorDash, cause dude, honestly, at this restaurant, bro, like they be lagging, like lagging. And I've never tried the food, so I don't know if it's good or not. It must be, because hella people be there all the fucking time. People are always ordering from there. What would you say? I think they're the owners, the ones that stay there all the time, because they're always fucking there. Their customer service is trash. And I'm like, how the fuck do people come and eat here if the service is so fucking horrible? Like, I would not want to go eat at a place. I don't care how good the food is, because you just feel the energy. And I'm not saying like it's bad energy, but it's like, bro, like if you're not trying to be there, then like why are you there? You know, like you just feel it. And like I don't want to be eating around those vibes. So because a lot of people pick up from there, you know, I'm telling you, they're always fucking ordering from there. There's always people. And the DoorDashers, like other people already know, like, do like that they be lagging and everything, right? Like it'd be so funny. I already know how they are. So if I have another order, I'll go pick that one up or take care, you know, whatever. Like I just, you know, whatever. Or if they have to pay me really good in order to go fucking pick up at that place. Anywho, I feel like I'm hella getting into DoorDash, but it's because it's part of this little thing. I like go and I show them like, oh, I'm here to pick up for, you know, whatever. And they just like stare at me. And I'm like, did you not just hear me? And I don't go in rudely or anything. I already know how they are, their vibe and everything. And it's not because they're rude and they're probably in a negative space. I'm not going to reciprocate that energy, you know? I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be positive. Like, I wish them positivity. They probably need some positivity in their life. They need some healing, baby. You know? I come in with a smile. I smile at them because they don't smile at all. And I'm like, hunty, let's see that beautiful smile. Or they're like, oh, not ready. And then I ask, oh, well, like, how long will it take? I don't know. And it's like, dude, it just be wild. So they have like, you know, whatever their lines usually like this way. And the DoorDashers usually that go and pick up the food or whatever come like on this side, you know, because I'm not going to wait in line because I'm there to pick up. I'm not about to fucking wait in line if I'm there to pick up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in and out trying to get the food and like we out. So they were there and it looked like they were fucking waiting because they were just like, they weren't even in a line. They were like in a little, you know? So I was like, they're probably fucking waiting. So I went to the front and I was like waiting for the lady so I could tell her, hey, I'm here to pick up this order. A female next to me, rude as fuck, was like, oh, we're all here waiting. I'm here waiting. And that person is also here waiting. He's in front of you. And I was like, okay, are you guys here to pick up? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, have you told her you're here to pick up? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well then tell her, you know, like, then what the fuck are you waiting for? After that, like, the lady came and I was like, well, are you gonna fucking tell her? Like, or is somebody gonna fucking go up and like tell her? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just like, you know, be cool. I'm gonna be cool and like wait and see until like cause then they like, oh, in order for Lucy, who's here to pick up for Lucy, you know, whatever. And then like if I had Lucy's name, I'd be like, oh, me, whatever. Nothing. They weren't doing fucking anything. And then she gave an order to the other person that was waiting there, and still nothing. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna fucking say something. Like, you know, like, cause what the fuck? Like, obviously we're out here waiting. Like, let's get it going. So I guess it was her, that female. It was an older guy, and then it was me. The older guy then says something, and he's like, oh, I'm here to pick up her, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, okay, this, whatever. And then like the girl just like looks at me, and I was like, well, in my head too, I was like, I thought you were fucking here first. Like, that's what you need to speak up. You need to fucking say something. And dude, you could just feel her vibe. Like, you guys, I'm so on like feeling the vibes, you know? I never judge nobody like by how they look or anything like that. But I literally feel the vibes. And I feel like we all can feel the vibes, but some of us, you know, are blocked. We're not connected to ourselves, to our true selves, and, you know, to our soul, because, we feel it. Like, we feel the vibes. When you enter a room, you feel the energy and what's going on. You feel if you should be there or if you shouldn't be there. I learned this, like, obviously I connected to myself, and I've, tried to unblock and, like, all this good stuff. And when I used to go to places, I would call it anxiety or some shit like that, when people say social anxiety or whatever. And it's not technically anxiety, but when I would go to a place or with a group of people and I felt some type of way, I was getting the vibes. Like, myself was trying to tell me I shouldn't be there. Like, that's not good energy for me. And now if, like, I feel something, I'm like, okay, I need to, like, this is not my scene. This is not my environment. I gotta go. Where the fuck was I? Well, whatever, right? And then the lady was like, well, so much for me waiting here. Like, I was here first and he just went, some shit like that, but she was just so, like, negative and rude. And it's like, okay, well, like, if you really want your order, like, if you were there waiting, you should have just said something, but you shouldn't be rudely about it. And then it just clicked to me and I was like, dude, like, people can just be so freaking negative. Like, you don't want to be. And I just, like, thought to myself, I'm gonna stay calm. I'm not gonna tell her anything back. Like, obviously she's, going through something or something, I don't know. But I was like, you just don't want to be that. You don't want to be that negative person. You just don't want to, because people just see it. People see it and they feel it. And I was like, yo, like, if you're going through something or whatever, or if you're, like, in this negative space, don't take it out on other people. And I'm not saying, like, fake it. Well, honestly, I mean, don't fake it, but, like, you just have to remind yourself that you are positive, and you have to keep repeating, like, the affirmations. That's when the affirmations come in. And just trying to turn that negativity into positivity. Like, why are you negative? Negativity just brings you negativity. You're only going to attract negativity, and you're just like, what was the point of, like, then I thought, like, what was the point of her telling me that? And if you, like, obviously she probably wanted to get her food first and, like, just bounce, like, get it, quick and easy. So what was the point of telling me if that other guy, like, cutted you or whatever, And that's what she, like, then basically thought after, And, like, she was just there with, like, a face, you guys. And then, like, after that happened, it's like, you could just feel it, how, like, she kind of felt, like, bad for telling me that in a way, because shit, hunty, you should have told him, or, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, you don't want to be that negative person. Because, see, like, she didn't get nothing out of it. And, like, I'm not saying, like, karma or anything like that, but it's like, she was over here telling me stuff. Like, I wasn't trying to cut anybody or anything, I'm just there to pick up the food. And this guy then cutted you. Like, he went in front of you when it was her turn, whatever. She basically said it herself. I was like, well, auntie, like, like, well, I mean, whatever, like, that's on you, but you just don't want to be that negative person, my peeps. Like,